I'm quitting YouTube. Is probably what most people are saying right now, given YouTube's new partnership program requirements for monetization. And I just wanted to talk up a little bit about that because I think it's a very relevant topic, and I think it's very important for everybody to be hearing this, including the viewers, including more specifically the people who are creating these YouTube contents, and especially to the smaller creators like me who are starting out and really want to put some effort to make some good content for people of all kinds and for any reason, honestly, whether that be for fun, whether that be for a actual source of income, or again for any other reasons. I think YouTube was always more of a hobby sort of thing when it first started out, and how most people start out even, but it kind of grew to more than that over the years that YouTube has been around. Now obviously I wasn't around for all of YouTube's career, but my point being is that YouTube has changed a lot. Now I want to talk about specifically the monetization aspect. They have made some pretty dramatic changes which affects a lot of people, especially these new creators like me. YouTube's new monetization requirements are that the first level is still staying the same. However, the more important one per se is changing very dramatically, very dramatically. And what I mean by that is it is literally being doubled with a D. That is a 100% hike from what it used to be. The previous requirements were that you needed to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and a more recent 1 million shorts views, all in a span of 12 months or 365 days. But now YouTube is changing it to a crazy number of 2,000 subscribers, which honestly I think is not too difficult. 8,000 hours of watch time, 8,000 hours, and 20 bombaclat million shorts views, all within 12 months or 365 days. Now, for those of you who don't know, what is watch time hours? So watch time hours is the amount of time that people actually put in out of their day to watch your content. So if you make a video that's 10 minutes and you get 1 view, and that one person watches all of the 10 minutes, you get 10 minutes of watch time hours, which is not too much, obviously. Now, for more consistent channels who post regularly and have some good videos here and there, you should know that most of your videos probably get a couple hundred views, or maybe not a couple hundred, maybe 10 or so. Honestly, I don't know, because everybody's different. Some people are more successful than others, obviously. Now, I'll talk a little bit about me. Most of my videos get somewhere between 30 hours of watch time to, for the really good cases, I think I've got 600, 700 hours of watch time on one video, and that's not a common occurrence at all. In order to get all of those views, you either really know what you're doing, or you're chasing a really huge hype train and everybody is watching that shit. Point being is that watch time hours are pretty difficult to get, and for this video specifically I want to talk about watch time hours because honestly I don't think the shorts views is too crazy for most people. I think shorts views are pretty easy to get. There's just so many ways to get a lot of views on shorts that honestly I don't even think 10 million to 20 million is such a big deal. Now I know that's easy for me to say since I don't even fucking do shorts, so don't take my word for it, but I think that most people would think that long form content is harder to make, and with that new jump from 4,000 to 8,000 hours, that's just only going to make it more difficult for people. So yeah, between 30 to 700 on average, I get about like 50 across all the videos that you see on this channel. And like I said, you have to keep in mind that these hours are not infinitely lasting. These hours disappear after 365 days. So that one video that I got about 600 to 700 views, that was 2 years ago now. So that doesn't even apply to this bracket of 365 days anymore. It's only 365 days from today. This 365 days before. That video, finito, is done. You can still watch it on YouTube, but the only benefit I get from that is subscribers and building my reputation and community and fundamental stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm not getting any watch time hours from it, and since I'm not monetized, I'm not making any money from it either. So what I'm trying to say is it's pretty difficult getting these watch time hours, and I'd say those 4,000 hours of watch time was pretty difficult, not impossible by any means. I don't think 8,000 is impossible either. Not to say that people can't achieve those numbers, because YouTube wouldn't do that if nobody could achieve it, because it's just bad business for them. But I feel like 4,000 hours of watch time was at that sort of position where it wasn't completely impossible, but it separates the people who want to make content and want to make money from those who are kind of just doing this as a hobby, just, you know, a one and done video, or viral hype trend chasers, and, you know, stuff like this. It really separates those people. Now, I have always considered a YouTube more than just a hobby, more than just a dream, more than just some passion thing. I've always thought that, you know, if you chase your passion and you chase your dreams, you know, good things will come along the way. And I think YouTube is the same in that aspect. But what YouTube is doing now is they're making that very, very fucking difficult for me to hold that promise. Extremely fucking difficult. Like I just said, if I look at my metrics of my watch time hours for the past 365 days, holy shit, this guy's locked in. I have, I believe, 720 hours of watch time. I'll pull that up on the screen for you right now. And it's not bad by any means. And most of that watch time came from this one video I made about building my PC. And it was a pretty hot topic, I would say, at the time. I mean, anything related to tech is usually a pretty big topic, regardless of what it is. If it's a review, unboxing, or whatever. Because people are genuinely curious. Some people either don't have the money, or they want to spend the money on getting that tech, and they want to watch a video beforehand. That is also why YouTube pays big bucks for people who make tech. Tech videos have a big influence on people and their purchasing decisions, and likewise for advertisers, it also means that they want to spend more money to advertise those videos and encourage viewers to buy a certain product. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point is that video, now it has many reasons for doing as good as it did, or it also has a million reasons for why it didn't do as good as some other videos that are similar. Point being, that video is, I think, my second biggest video on this channel ever. Not in terms of views, but watch time hours specifically. And that goes to show that, again, I'm still pretty new in this space. Yes, I've spent many years, but most of those years are like, kind of don't mean anything. YouTube is more of like a escalating sort of thing. It compounds, you know, experience compounds. It doesn't linearly grow necessarily. You know, the more time and effort you put on it, the better you get, and that compounds. It grows into something bigger. So yeah, I'm still fairly new. I'd say most people don't really know what they're fully doing on YouTube until they reach between that 5 to 10 year mark. Right now, I think I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years, which is also why I would say that my channel is kind of picking up too. I'm also reaching that sort of age of YouTube content creators that they want to do something with YouTube, they want to push further, and they want to, you know, start doing it more professionally rather than just a hobby. You know, you see a lot of channels who grew up like overnight and do really well. Most of them are between the ages of, like, on average, they're like about 25 or 30, right? If we scale that number up, it's usually between the ages, I'd say somewhere between 18 to 35. And those people who are doing really well on YouTube, they also started a long time ago. They started like 5-10 years ago, and, you know, they just kept doing it and it started working. Point being is that my most recent video, my second best video on this channel in terms of watch time hours, was this PC video. Again, like I said, there's 100 reasons why it did good. There's also 100 other reasons why it didn't do as good as it should have. Point being is that these videos are kind of one of a kind, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm a good content creator, you know, I deserve more views, whatever. No, absolutely not. I think everybody gets only what they deserve. One of the reasons why I actually bought my PC when I did was because I was thinking of making some content about it and posting that on YouTube. I knew it was a pretty hot topic at a time. I knew that, you know, AI bubble and RAM prices and whatever would encourage people to search more about tech, more about RAM specifically, or perhaps they wanted to build a PC and now they can't, or maybe they want to build a PC but now they have to be tight on money, so they have to watch videos and yada 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 yada. There's a lot of reasons why that video could have done well. Now, the most important thing I want to note is that I spent personally about $5,000 making my current PC, which is no small penny. So if we're talking about a money perspective, I did just spend $5,000 and I made absolutely $0 back. So bad investment on my part. And my best video on this channel costed me $0. It was completely free. Now, what I'm trying to say is not that YouTube is pay to win inherently. I'm just saying that effort and money both can go hand in hand, and they can put you a long way in terms of YouTube. And that's, again, why I said that most people, they don't really do well, you know, until they hit that 5-10 year mark, because only then do they decide, oh, I want to take this further, I want to do better, and stuff like this. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't exactly have $5,000 to spend every day building a new PC just to pump out watch time hours and hopefully get monetized. So I have to take a more conservative approach and refine the strategy to find content that people actually want to watch and make sure it's content that I can make. It's within my skill set and within my interests, you know, because obviously, like I said, YouTube is half hobby, half perhaps turn it into financial freedom type deal. And I can't do that if I don't find a niche that I can stick to, that I enjoy, that I want to keep doing, that also works and other people enjoy watching. You know, there's a lot of conditions here and there. And honestly, the more money you put in, you know, advertising your videos, publishing your videos, you know, paying your editors to make videos for you, you do this part, they do that part, save you time minus money spent equals profit, you know, shit like this, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm thinking very big scope or where I'm at right now, but this is what's going through my head, and I'm sure it's going through heads of a lot of other people. Now, back onto the main topic, with this new change that YouTube made, partnership program, this literally doubles the effort that us creators have to make in order to reach these numbers. Double the effort. And for some people, that also might mean double the money. Think about it. If you put in a certain amount of dollars to your videos, you know, whether it be buying a product or a service from somebody to help you make a video or something, maybe you're collaborating with someone, I don't know. Could be 100 reasons why you're spending money on your videos. If you're not at that partnership program mark yet, and you're already spending money to get there, now you have to double it. And if you're like me and you don't want to spend money at all to begin with, then it just gets infinitely harder. You have to really get a good strategy that works. That means you don't have to spend money. Not spending money to get subs and views and stuff like this. Now, I don't mean I'm gonna go ahead and buy watch time hour. No. That's not what I'm talking about. You could, but that's not what I'm talking about. My point is, now that there's double the watch time hour requirement, double the this, double the that, double the this, a little bit of this, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of you get it? Double this equals double that. Like math. If you have an equation inside of a bracket and you put a 2 outside of it, that means 2 multiplied by whatever in the bracket. So if you have effort plus money inside of a bracket and you just put a 2 outside of it, being YouTube is doubling that requirement, 2 multiplied by time spent and money spent, let's say, you're literally doubling what you needed to do before. Tell me that's not fucking crazy. Alright? To me, that's fucking crazy. So, I don't necessarily like what YouTube is doing here. I think that 4,000 hour mark was reaching kind of a point of a stretch where I think they're doing a little too much. I think it honestly would have been better if they could have lowered the amount of hours required, but they could have also lowered the amount of money that they paid creators. Now, I don't know if that's crazy for me to say. I'm saying that so easily, you know? I'm sure that people with a lot of subscribers and they're making a lot of money watching this would probably smack me in the fucking face. They're like, whoa, I don't want to lose my money. Now, what that could mean for YouTube is that they could introduce a new system. Depending on how successful you are, you get paid differently as well. And I'm not talking about sponsors, because sponsors pay you on a different metric completely because they're, you know, private. I'm talking about YouTube specifically. They could pay you depending on how successful the videos are. Now, if you're a less successful channel, like I said, they could lower the program requirements. Like, let's say 500 subscribers, 1,000 hours or 2,000 hours of watch time, let's say. Instead of doubling it, they could have halved it, but they could have also paid you half the money as well. And for all the people who are at that 4,000 hours, maybe even 8,000 hours of watch time, they could get paid in a whole different bracket. That way, everybody's happy. Catch my drift? Now, I also watched this video explaining why they even implemented this change in the first place, and I heard that, you know, it could be because of all the generated videos and AI slop and fucking automation and shit like this. You know, that's probably why they doubled the requirements, you know, to deter people from doing this. Yada yada yada. Okay, I don't know the logistics. I'm just throwing it out there as a small creator, a real human being, not some fucking ChatGPT fucking sex bot. I'm here talking to you today. You know, I say a decent amount of effort in these videos. I'm sure you guys also put a decent amount of effort in your videos if you're even interested in watching something like this. You know, if you're not putting any effort, you probably don't care that you're not being paid. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like me and you're like, yo, I'm low-key trying, you know, I'm posting, I've been trying more and more every year, like that's coming, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of success, and then boom, they just dropped a fucking atomic nuke. Sorry guys, all of you who are not already eligible, double your fucking hours of watch time and double your subscribers accordingly. And oh yeah, you have to do this within 12 months. Okay, bye. You know, this is some bullshit, bro. This is some fucking bullshit, you know? It's not my fault that YouTube can't fucking make their system properly, so now there's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit on the internet, and they're like, okay, now we gotta do something about this, so we're gonna fuck everybody else. This is stupid. Honestly, it's low-key bad business as well, because I feel like the title of this video suggests, I'm quitting YouTube. It's probably what a lot of people are saying right now. Like I said, it starts off as a hobby, you know, you're like, oh shit, maybe I actually got a shot at this. You start posting more and more, and you're like, okay, I got this. Let me keep going. But now that they made it fucking 8,000 hours of watch time, that is seriously not nothing to joke about. We are now entering the realm where people have to make hits after hit after hit after hit, either consistently on a regular basis or on an irregular basis, and do double the effort and make double the views. You know what I'm saying? Like if you post one video a week and you get, let's say, 500 hours of watch time, or you post one video every 1 month but you get like 1,000 or something. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're reaching this realm where you have to make these viral kind of fucking clickbaity content now in order to even get fucking minutely close to these requirements that YouTube is putting. This is some fucking bullshit. What about me? What about you? What about the other guy who wants to make some shit about some shit and they're seeing some progress, it's growing slowly, and they're getting ever so closer to that 4,000 goal, and you know, because they're like, okay, 4,000 is hard, but I'm gonna do it. Now it is 8,000, bro. Clock that shit in. 8,000? That literally wipes out so many people who ever dreamed about doing anything like this, wiped out instantly. Like, I would go as to say, let's say me, I'd say I could probably hit that 4,000 mark, let's say 2 years of locking in, doing the shit that I do right now on a regular basis, whatever, I could hit that partnership program. I'd say that confidently. But for 8,000 hours, there's no way. There's actually no way. I'm gonna have to start posting some bullshit shorts that have nothing to do with my channel. I'm gonna have to start posting AI fucking slop, or I'm gonna just have to spend a fucking bag every time I want to post a video, because that's all anybody wants to watch nowadays. You get what I'm saying? Or I have to go into a sector where I'm not too interested in, like tech or some other bullshit, because that's where all the views are. Or I just have to make a channel on, literally go to, let's say, now I'm not sponsored, but I'm about to say this, like vidIQ. vidIQ has some you know, go-to strategies where you could compare yourself to other creators. Again, not sponsored. Now, what you could do is go onto a program like this, search up what's trending, and literally just make a new channel, do a fucking pump and dump, post a couple hit content viral videos based off of some other videos, which have absolutely zero authenticity, absolutely zero personality, and just hit that YouTube partnership requirement and start making a bag. Oh, and when that shit stops becoming viral, you just do that shit again. You do the whole process again on a whole different topic, delete that fucking channel, keep that channel, doesn't matter. You just made the bag, and now you're gonna keep making the bag. That's what YouTube is fucking doing now. And honestly, I've been thinking about this for some time. I was thinking, YouTube, I enjoy doing this personally, I like it as a hobby, so what if I just have a channel where, you know, it's my hobby and whatever, and maybe eventually I might get to that requirement. And then I just make separate channels based off of hit content and start making some real fucking money. And by the second, this is becoming more and more of a reality to me than ever. And especially after this new fucking requirement that I'm talking about with you today, with you, my friends, I'm thinking I might just go ahead and do it. And I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to as well. Because honestly, this is some bullshit. If I could protest, I would, but I'm too lazy to protest, so I'm making this video instead. But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about today. Pour out my heart, pour out my thoughts, maybe share a little bit of your thoughts. Make sure to leave any of your thoughts in the description. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. As you know, shit's kind of tight right now. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about YouTube. So anything would really help. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm Yikee. Peace out.